And here come the Parramatta Eels. 8th time they've come here. It is hot. It is over 30 degrees. It is humid.
Yep.
But they're used to these conditions, and they are presenting the same side that put the cleaners through the Knights in Newcastle last Sunday.
Yeah, one of the genuine contenders, and it all starts up front for them. Their forward pack has been absolutely dynamic. Campbell Gillard in career best form. Barlow, he is an enormous contributor, along with Nathan Brown, that starting pack, and Mitchell Moses. What form he has been in, 13 tries since the start of the year. His running game has been, without doubt, at its absolute best. He has been a great contributor to this Parramatta side already in the opening rounds of the competition, and in electric form, Mitch Moses.
So the experiment to continue with Dylan Brown in the centres, Jacob Arthur in the 6 jersey.
Yeah, look at Gutherson here laying down the law to his troops. They just do not want any complacency after that game in Newcastle last week. They do not want to underestimate this Cowboys side. We've just spoken about the form that they are in. They welcome back Tabuai, Fido, a couple of changes to their forward pack. Cotter, the hard-working player, there he is right there. A lot of talk that he may be pushing for a Queensland jumper. He's in that good a form. Ruben Cotter, he starts up front. Gilbert into the starting side. And that man, Taumalolo, going head-to-head with Barlow and Campbell Gillard.
That's right, it's Junior Barlow, everybody. So that's the Parramatta front rower with the new pronunciation. So we are ready, and we are off and running. It's Parramatta and the Cowboys. Enjoy the final game of Super Saturday. And it's Tom Dearden in wonderful form. Oh, Taumalolo smashed. And that's a terrific trio there. Papali'i with Barlow and Campbell Gillard. So the Cowboys, they've picked off a lot of wins against beatable teams. There's now, you see a replay of Taumalolo, who's been close to his imposing best of late. And this has been hard yakka, but that's a strong run from McLean.
Yeah.
That gets them going. And now it's Robson, loves to run it, but this time providing for Taumalolo. And that time, he's not stopped cold. So in the end, a pretty decent set.
On the mark, don't step in front of the markers. Go, last tackle.
Townsend from inside the 40. Geez, plenty of distance on that. And that's an awkward one for Gutherson, but no major dramas. And that's Hayes Perham.
Ruben Cotter.
He cops one there to start things off for the Eels. So they've only lost here once. It was to North Queensland a few years ago. That was in the Jonathan Thurston days, but they're accustomed to playing here. And that's Will Penasini. A couple of games ago was on the wing, but back in the centres. And that's a strong run for Barlow. Parramatta just getting through this first set. Campbell Gillard, 150 metres a game, and a good start tonight. On the last that comes to Moses from outside the 40, with plenty of height and distance as well. So Drinkwater retains the fullback role, even with the hammer available. As the Cowboys now bring it up, there he is. He's providing try assists every time he plays this year. Let's send it down to Jake Duke on the sideline.
Yeah, good evening, gentlemen. Conditions as you expect them to be here in Darwin on the sideline. Hot and humid, still about 31 degrees. The little saving grace is the slight breeze that's coming from behind the Cowboys at the moment, but it has been dropping off over the past hour or so. A great crowd in the house, a near sellout crowd of around 11,000 fans. They love their rugby league here in the NT. Hopefully they get a good show tonight.
And a good set here. Thank you, Jake. Cowboys looking sharp, aren't they, Mick, in these very early stages of the game?
Yeah, they're really good signs, albeit the heavy contact off the kickoff where Campbell Gillard squared up with Taumalolo. He came back, as we see a penalty now to Parramatta, he came back for a second charge in that set of 6. And from that moment, McLean and Ruben Cotter and the forwards going to work through the middle, trying to get some ruck speed. And we've seen Robson and Drinkwater sniffing around that ruck. A good run from Valentine Holmes in the previous set. The Cowboys have turned up in a real physical mindset here. Parramatta now a great opportunity to attack.
Well, you remarked on their terrific defence, the Cowboys. Here's a good early test. And it's Sean Lane thundering up to the 30.
Great run.
And, oh, it's come out, but it's okay. So Marnie cleaning it up. And this again, the start of a new set with that 6 again call. Campbell Gillard, handled. Parramatta, their attack has been in supreme touch. 30 points a game for them. Navarro running wide and almost putting Papali'i away. Just held on to Dearden down low. And now here it comes. And slipping over untimely there, Nathan Brown. Deep in the 20 with Campbell Gillard on tackle number 4. Comes to Moses. On it goes to Gutlerson. Slips inside Holmes, then fashions a kick, regains.
Blood streaming from the right eye of Tom Dearden.
No restarting of the count here, so up we go for the last. That's a testing kick. Great catch there by Hiku, but he started from the field of play, so does get outside that dead ball area.
Yeah, did very well there. Under the pressure of Sean Lane, a big man, a big target for Mitch Moses. Kicking game across field, he did well, Hiku.
What about the drama in Sydney with that upset there? The reaction through the night here on Fox League is felt now away from the marker lane. Tamalolo chiming in at dummy half. Oh, that's imposing. That's a 15, nearly 20-metre run.
He's in a real mood, Dan. Tamalolo, that's his 4th carry already of the evening.
So, plenty of time here for Townsend to set himself, and Gutherson being very careful with these high kicks.
And both sides just testing the water here. Obviously hot and humid conditions, we know that up there. And at the moment, ball control will be vital for both these sides in terms of their fatigue levels. Penasini now, another strong carry down that right-hand side.
As Jake mentioned, the humidity is quite imposing, around the 70% mark, and that's a penalty given away by the Cowboys. So more pressure coming for them.
Not wasting any time here, Parramatta, off the back of the Moses touch finder. They're deep inside the Cowboys' half, and the Cowboys struggling just to get back on side.
Now it's Nathan Brown into Reuben Cotter. A clean peeling off. Now for Moses. On it goes to a running Gutlerson. Slips inside Townsend, and another, and a third in Tamalolo. That's a good run, but comes to an end. Marnie, open side for Barlow. Getting it on for Campbell Gillard. Moses keeps it going. Arthur Falcons off Papali'i. It's a live ball. It's a line dropout. Nothing illegal about that. Very fortunate for the Eels. That cannoned off Papali'i Scone at Drinkwater.
Yeah, Holmes right up in the face there. Papali'i outstanding last week on that right edge for Parramatta against the Knights, and already looking menacing out there, and Arthur just not able to land the pass, and Holmes right in his face. Drinkwater, Dan, you said that. It did very well to stay alert to that. Very, very alert from Drinkwater, and Holmes just taking the time here. I
wonder if the Cowboys are just wondering as Dearden gets some treatment, and that's the pause in play. If that's caught on the full, it's not, but it's unlucky for them. Forced to show some resilience early. Kick neither here nor there. Lane already to the 20. All the football down this end for the first 7 minutes. Campbell Gillard. Queen and Townsend combining. Campbell with Marnie Brown. Lovely. Arthur knocked down.
Did well felt. Under huge pressure.
That saved the try.
They've been very good this right edge defensively for the Cowboys this year. They've only let in 5 tries, and you can see there it's been such a threat for Parramatta starting the season. That left-hand side play, Marnie, Brown, Lane. That time Arthur linking out the back. And Felt just taking no chances whatsoever. Parramatta, though, sustaining possession.
Head in, Reed. Go, heads down. Hold there, Kyle. Just let us out, mate. Yep, ball in. Put it in.
Another chance here for the Eels. As Arthur links up with his halves partner, Moses for Gutherson. Penasini well handled and has to get to ground quickly. Back it comes now.
Look at the sweat coming off the players. Look at his legs. Drenching the players with the humidity.
Barlow threatens to pass. It's wrapped up. Gilbert involved, Taumalolo and Cotter as well. And they've answered all the questions so far, the Cowboys, as Moses now for Arthur. This is dangerous. There's Gutlerson. Keeps it alive. Brown now. Vicious right foot step, but well handled. Again, Cotter and Gilbert there to make the tackle. Fifth play now. Moses, Arthur's quick hands, trouble, Penasini, and out it comes. Simonson loses it close. Wasn't the simplest pass to haul in, but well done to the Cowboys. They've held on well.
Yeah, again, their defensive line remains intact. Great work, Moses, linking up with Arthur. Great work there from Penasini, just adjusting his body on the pass to get on the outside of Taulagi. And a chance gone begging there for the Eels. That should have been a 4-pointer. Simonson almost reeled it in from behind his body. And the Cowboys rally. Troops, they're happy. Holmes and Penasini, what a battle that is already.
So 10 tackles inside the 20-metre area, no result.
Oh, there, Jacob. Ball in.
Looks like we'll do all that again. Now holding their form, 31 points a game they conceded last year. Just 13 so far this year, the Cowboys. Such a good man bringing it out in a situation like this, but well held there. Hiku slipping a pass for Nanai, looking for the quick play of the ball. Sharp stuff. Just gets him a little bit of a roll on for Hiku.
Yeah, good footwork there from Hiku. He continues to roll on.
Another player loses his drawstring. Here it comes now for McLean. Eden keeps it going for Drinkwater.
Little one pace, wasn't it, that shift? They had momentum off the back of the Hiku. Play the ball.
Now Cotter. Oh, sit back and straight over the top of Barlow. Boy, that's a strong run. Last tackle now. Townsend. Felt's going to try and make this a contest. In the end, he just waits for Perham to catch him. But they've gone nearly the length of the field with that set, the Cowboys.
It's the one thing the Cowboys have been very impressive with early in the season. Now, whilst Parramatta boasts the best completion rate in the competition, the Cowboys aren't far behind them, and they're happy to play discipline. They're happy to play the long game and just wait, kick long off the back of Townsend, and just continue to make the opposition come out of their end. It's Parramatta doing that now. Nathan Brown, another penalty. That's the third now for Parramatta.
All in around that area.
Yeah, Townsend, look at him straight into the referee here.
Yeah, but the markers, I caught him out before the tackle. They're not standing straight, Chad. It's not, Chad.
Young referee Todd Smith. Boy, these are going to prove telling if they keep coming, these penalties.
Yeah, the last thing you want in conditions like these here up in Darwin is just to be tackling all night. Really drains the petrol tank, and Parramatta at the moment doing a good job of that. Look at the possession there already.
Territory even more biased in the Eels' direction.
It's been good again, Campbell Gillard.
That's already his 5th run. So here they go again, the Eels. Nathan Brown's early ball for Papali'i. 3 there in the tackle. So now Barlow gets it. Along the line, Moses. Arthur to the front man in lane, but again, the numbers there. Cowboys reading it well. Moses. Gutherson. Kicks. And awkward. They all overrun it. And it's a 20-metre tap for now.
Yeah, it just looked like when Taulagi bent down and missed the footy that Simonson was going to again come through and get the footy down. And another chance gone missed for Parramatta. Watch Gutherson here, the show, and then just a kick off the inside of the boot. Bowls Taulagi. Horrible bounce for the big man, but Simonson just a little infield, unable to get the ball down. Nanai now up towards the 40-metre line, and the Cowboys holding firm. Looked dangerous, Gutherson, hasn't he, early in this contest, whether it's through the ruck or out wide.
It is an AFL ground here, so that typical hard surface where the grubber kicks are so hard to control.
He's been impressive. Cotter, his late footwork, really dangerous.
Now Townsend with a bit of space. Taumalolo running at Moses, getting some help from Papali'i. 6 more. Handy for the Cowboys. Now they get a chance for a repeat set in good position. Townsend keeps it going outside. Drinkwater, delightful pass for Felt. Just a step inside was Perham.
Give him room there, Peter. You'll never get it there.
Just a set-up play this with
Tackle Marnie underneath.
McLean still fighting his way to the 10. Now Robson, switch from Drinkwater, the run around, knocked down. 6 more, and they'll play the Parramatta knock on.
And then the Cowboys.
They're asking some questions here, the Cowboys.
Yeah, it's been a real transformation of their attack too, with Drinkwater coming back in at fullback. Now Tabuai-Fido's got electric speed, but still young and still finding his way into the attacking systems. But it's been this man that's really starting to threaten the edges on the back of some nice work from Dearden and Townsend through the middle of the field. And again, just his patience there to bring out Perham out of the defensive line and almost slip the pass in between Brown and Perham.
They've done that a couple of times to Perham, haven't they?
Yeah.
Let's go, come together. Shot clock off. Ball inside.
And Drinkwater there on the right, but it comes out to the left. As Townsend. Oh!
What a shot.
Bailey Simonson. Oh, it's out Dearden, but not legally. In fact, they're called offside as they check in on Tom Dearden.
Oh, that was a beauty. He saw him coming a mile away, Simonson, and just off his right wing. Watch this. Oh, yeah, whooshka, just lowered the target.
Guys, nothing wrong with that tackle.
Nah, that's a beauty. That is an absolute corker. Yeah, love it. Great shot from Simonson, and he's tough little bugger. Tommy Dearden straight to his feet. No nonsense there.
He's in the wars tonight.
And the Cowboys look like they're going to try and open their scoring account and take the 2. And a chance for all the big fellas just to have a spell. It's been a frantic 15 minutes.
Do you think that might actually be the main reason they're doing this?
Definitely. Yep, just a chance to say to Parramatta and send a message, hey, you've attacked our line, you couldn't find a way through. We've come down the other end and we're going to control this game. We're going to take the 2. Look at the,
here we go.
Water bottles.
Let's count them. I can count 7, 8, about 16 there. 8 of them for Brad that we can see. So Holmes, excellent record, but it's been on the left side where the troubles he has had, and haven't been many troubles, it's been on this side.
Very, very straight. Doesn't get much hook or pull on the ball.
But you see they're pretty close to the uprights. And the Cowboys a chance to take the early lead. We've remarked on that Roosters game, and they were blown out early. Not the case tonight. They're right in this fight early. Coming off a thumping win over the Gold Coast.
Yeah.
It's their best start to a year since their grand final year of 2017. 4 wins, 3 losses. It's there, and it's the Cowboys on top. A very slender margin, but North Queensland 2, Parramatta 0 down to Jake Duke.
Yeah, what a great read from Bailey Simonson there. Just shot out of the line, read Tom Dearden like a book. Gives him a great whack for his trouble here to hold the Cowboys out. They're held to just 2 points. What a hit there. And as you're talking about the condition, boys, it hasn't cooled down here at all. Still over 30 degrees. And that breeze I was talking about at the start of the game has pretty much dropped off. So there's not even the wind factor to cool things down. So you can see why the players want to get that break, get a bit of a breather for their big boys, get plenty of water into them, because as you remarked before, the sweat just coming off them, and that makes it even harder conditions-wise to try and hold onto that ball as well. But yeah, really tough conditions for these players, but doing really well at the moment.
Drenched, aren't they?
So off we go. I think everyone, both sides, appreciated that attempted penalty goal. Oh, that's happened again.
Campbell Gillard, he has put a real target on Taumalolo this evening.
Much like the original kickoff. Parramatta loading up here. Tom Gilbert. So we've seen the 15 Gilbert and the 16 Cotter in the starting side. There's Cotter, and that was the case last week as well, with Hess and Lukey to come off the bench. There's McLean. Oh, he ran over the top of Campbell Gillard, but couldn't go too much further. There's Robson. Boy, he loves running it.
Good run. Great run.
Up to halfway. The only hooker that runs it more in the NRL is Harry Grant. And last, it's Townsend. Deep kick this.
Oh, it's out on the full. Geez, did you see that ball just float there? It looked like it was going to land 10 metres infield, in around that 10 by 10 metre box. And it just continued to sail and drift and drift. And yeah, that's a good turnover for the Parramatta side, because it had been a great set on the back of an extremely fast play, the ball from Cotter, and a tremendous run from Robson, who's wreaking havoc through the middle with his runs.
I dare say all the kicks tonight have had a floating look, almost like we're at altitude.
Yeah, absolutely. I was thinking the same thing, Dan.
Mile High Stadium or something. So here's Barlow. A bit of footwork there. So familiar territory for the Eels with Campbell. Oh, Campbell, Gillard, Cotter. Have some of that. Isn't he a goer, Cotter? Arthur, Gutherson, cut out ball. Perham.
Oh, he's in trouble here.
He's a goner, but he does brilliantly to keep it in, but no chance for Dylan Brown. And this is the Cowboys of 2022.
Yeah, again, that right side, and Kyle Felt it is, the experienced winger. Just watch the way he uses his body. Such a strong man, Felt. Watch this, the patience. There's Townsend getting beaten, but Felt just hooking in underneath there. See him grip him under the armpits, hold him up and allow the cavalry to come from the inside. Nanai there too. And that's great scramble defence from the Cowboys.
Didn't get lucky off that Falcon, Parramatta. So we're nearly at the midway point now of this first half. Parramatta put on a pile of points last year against the Broncos. That was another big hit. The Broncos
game, isn't it?
At a low point, and that was a hiding. But this one shaping up as anything but. Taulagi. We've had just the one set restart. Parramatta 3 penalties to 1.
Right back, Dylan. Wait.
Now McLean. Oh, Cotter steaming through as the decoy. Now Taumalolo. Oh, get out of my way. That's his 6th run. A pretty sharp play the ball. If it wasn't the last, you fancy Robson would have run that. So,
That's a little big on him too, didn't it? The ball just floating and making both fullbacks a little uncomfortable. Gutherson clutching at his right elbow. We'll keep an eye on that.
So obviously encumbered by something there. Maybe we should have had Tim Bailey on the panel tonight to talk about does humidity and heat mean this? The ball floats. Now Taulungi's trying to rip that out of the hands of Penasini, and it's called a knock on. What a result there for Murray Taulungi, just all effort.
Yeah, it's one of the sides that they love to attack Parramatta with this type of play, and it was good hands from the Parramatta side, but Taulungi right up in the face of Penasini. It looked like he tried to strip the ball off him. For a moment, I thought it was going to be a one-on-one strip. Penasini claiming that, yeah, you can see there, Taulungi certainly playing at the ball.
No challenge.
But no challenge from the Parramatta side, just holding their nerve with their challenge.
So rare chance for the Cowboys now. Oh, the floater, and you heard the frustration on the effects, Mike, and that ends that for the Cowboys on just the first play.
Yeah, that won't please Todd Payton, that's for sure. That was a great opportunity, a really good opportunity for the Cowboys to strike again. And Townsend just trying that lofted pass, and well, we've seen that a bit, haven't they? They're looking for Felt on the outside of Hayes Perham, and that time just execution poor.
Good run for Campbell Gillard there to get him going.
Yeah, look at this. Two bookends, just getting it done.
You saw the stats there, 8 errors in 22 minutes. Not a huge shock. The sweaty ball, the sweaty conditions. Nathan Brown now. So all strong hit-ups to start this set. Now it comes from Gutherson to Moses. The short pass now for Papali'i. They've handled him pretty well, the Cowboys, so far. Prop to prop. Gutherson on. Arthur inside. Lane straightening. That was Robson with an excellent tackle. Last, Arthur tries to thread the needle. It's called a knock on. Robson couldn't quite take it. Now, he's shaking his head here. You're going to tell... He's going to say, let's send this upstairs. Yep, he is. He is indeed.
Okay, Ash. We had a captain's challenge from the Cowboys. Challenging the, challenging the decision of knock on, mate.
So it might have come off Drinkwater, but it would have been backwards off him.
Certainly touches the hand or the forearm of Drinkwater.
Kick off Jake Arthur.
Yeah.
Comes off the hand of Scott Drinkwater.
Oh, that's...
Goes back and off the chest.
That's not a bad
Just seeing
challenge.
which direction the ball goes after touching Scott.
Goes back because Robson's behind him.
That's off the outside edge to the
an
third
Ball
slip.
travels
That way.
backwards.
Reece Robson.
Could go
Yeah,
into
towards Reece Robson. Just making sure that Reece Robson does not knock on.
Looks okay to us, doesn't it?
Well, it looks like it's just come off his chest, doesn't it? Ooh, does it touch? It's hard to see, isn't it?
Just checking to see if the ball touches the bicep of the right bicep of Reece Robson.
Jeez, hard to see, isn't it?
Just looking at all the angles, there's inconclusive
Yeah.
evidence to say whether the ball
You
comes
knew
off.
the longer that
Reece
went,
Robson. went on, yeah.
and that's
right
really unfortunate for
bicep.
North
We're
Queensland.
supporting the on-field decision. The Cowboys will retain their challenge.
Because, Mick, if there was no such thing as inconclusive,
No.
you would swear they would give that to the Cowboys.
Yeah, it looked like it just came off his chest, didn't it?
Tom Payton, he must be proud of his team tonight so far.
Hard to get a read on, isn't he, Todd? You don't know if he's happy or filthy. But Parramatta, here we go, another opportunity. Boy, they've had some in this first half. Cowboys defending well.
So Perham was the man that fed the scrum as it comes from Arthur to Moses. Now, oh, Gutherson. Belted by Taulagi. Oh, look at this from the dummy half, Papali'i. Taulagi. Doesn't Taulagi love to roll his sleeves up? As now comes here to Moses. Quickly to Arthur. Lane. Again, plenty of numbers there. This time it was Townsend and Hiku. Try line in front of them. Campbell Gillard. It's tackle number 4. Cotter. Make sure Campbell Gillard gets to ground. Now Marnie. Long ball. Moses keeps it going here to Gutherson. Papali'i tries to steamroll through, but that's a brick wall there. Well, this feels like a big play. Moses. Lane, volleyballs. Perham keeps it alive. Moses now. They're going backwards. Arthur. That could be a real challenge. Oh, what a catch. Valentine Holmes. That could be a huge moment to get them some possession.
Yeah, going backwards, that's a tough take, especially with Penasini breathing down his neck. And again, the Cowboys holding firm. Parramatta's attack at the moment just going a little sideways. And
Yeah, but look where they are. For 3 tackles, this the 4th, and not yet to the 20.
no, you could throw a blanket over them. Cohen Hess into the action now. Here he is.
So, not much of a blindside to work with here. So
Pressure Moses
Dearden
too.
goes down the middle. Again, get plenty of distance. Oh, and it bamboozles Perham. So in the end, it's not a bad result for the Cowboys, but still Parramatta closing in on halfway.
Yeah, after a really tough set trying to find metres, it was a nice long kick there from Dearden, who was under pressure. found the grass. As we said, Cohen Hess into the action now for Jordan McLean. Here's Kafusi. So both coaches going to their benches.
Now Madison, as they sit back and wait. Although, yes, with strong work to finish that off. Nathan Brown at the line. That's Oregon Kafusi chopped down. So on the final play, Arthur for the middle. And coming through Gutherson, he's all over Drinkwater. So Drinkwater gets it on and didn't. Not quite. It's a dropout.
Gee, that's a big play from Papali'i, who was caught on his heels a little bit. The Parramatta side just watching the kick of Arthur for Gutherson. Nice and direct, and you can see just their response here. Good vision from Drinkwater. Recognised it did, had a chance to get out, and then Papali'i, the edge-back rower, just accelerates and just keeps him in the end goal. They're going to go short here, the Cowboys, are they?
No, they're going to back their defence.
And long too. Look at this.
62, 63 metres. Madison giving up ahead of steam.
He was great last week against the Knights off the bench.
Still on sign beyond this year. There's now Kafusi. He's Cronulla bound, Oregon Kafusi. Arthur. Madison again, fresh body. We can offload, but not this time. 4 needed to put him away. Now Arthur, the kicking before the last. Lane's coming through, needs the bounce. Hiku. This is great pressure from Parramatta. We've remarked about the Cowboys' resilience, but Parramatta just not yielding here and continuing this pressure.
Yeah, I'm marvelling at this defensive line of the Cowboys. This time last year, they may have been down by 18 or 24 points, but they are resilient. There's plenty of questions getting asked. Great vision there. Jake Arthur recognising Drinkwater in the line, and nice little lofted chip. Yeah, that's got Payton on his feet. So too Dean Young. Both coaches know how important these next few minutes are for the Cowboys. They're under pressure.
That one not having the distance. Kafusi gets it going here. 37 tackles in this half for no result, the Eels. And that is now the 20th tackle inside the Cowboys' 20. Tamalolo. His first stint comes to an end. And that's Kafusi back on the inside. Cotter's been busy. Now Moses. On to Arthur. Delays the pass. Oh, and Brown with Felt stopping him. 2 tackles to hang on here.
Yeah, Dylan Brown, that hurt him. He's very slow to get to his feet. Offload now.
Nathan Brown keeping that going. Gutherson, they hang off him. Now Penasini.
Oh, great tackle from the inside.
Did it. Superb. Last play again. And again, the crossfield kick. They score so many off kicks. And Lane bats it back again. And there to clean it up is Dylan Brown. Still the last. Comes away here for Kafusi. Still the last. Kafusi just short. Cotter. And also Helam Lukey with the tackle.
Okay, bit of captain's challenge asked from Parramatta. They're challenging the decision of handover to the Cowboys, claiming the ball was played at.
Okay, so Parramatta adamant that the ball was played at here. It was again a great kick across field before this play for Sean Lane.
Ooh. That's Lukey. Did he deliberately stick that leg out?
Just checking whether Helam Lukey plays at the ball.
Well, they were done in by an inconclusive earlier, the Cowboys. This
It's a
might
natural
be the
motion
benefit.
from Helam Lukey stepping sideways. It's not played at, playing on at this stage.
They're going to get this, it seems.
Not played at, mate. All right, it's been reviewed.
Parramatta regains possession and is then tackled. The challenge is
Well, the
unsuccessful.
Kings of the Captain's Challenge have lost one. 6 from 9 now for the year. That's a perfect result for the Cowboys.
Yeah,
they
they're
hold
doing
their
well.
line and they get a break.
Yeah, he's enjoying it too. He'll be loving the resilience of this Cowboys defensive line. Gutherson there. barking orders, and the Cowboys again coming off their own line with Hiku. Plenty of defensive resolve from the Cowboys. Been outstanding in this opening half.
And this is where they've struggled tonight at times, just getting it out from this spot. After all that defensive work, mustering the energy to get meters, and that offload really helps from Hess. Cotter, his pass. He's putting Lukey away. Loses a boot here.
My gosh, it's been an impressive half from this man, Ruben Cotter. That's his 6th run. He's done a bit of ball playing, and he's already made 20 tackles.
More than anyone in this game. Dearden working down the skinny side. There's now the high kick from Townsend. And oh, he's put it down, Gutlerson. He's looked uncomfortable all night with those high ones, and now here come the Cowboys.
Yeah, this ball is just floating and moving here at TIO Stadium, and Gutlerson leapt, and it looked like he just got his timing wrong. He just leapt a little early and just had to hang himself up there. And the ball just ricocheting straight off his chest, and the Cowboys, after being under the gun and defending for huge amounts of periods on their line, all of a sudden now with 9 minutes remaining, the Cowboys with a great opportunity, great attacking opportunity, 15 metres out, a whole set.
Now they mucked it up from this spot on tackle 1 last time. As Townsend, Hiku, an extravagant dummy. Drinkwater going into dummy half. Game is very awkwardly poised, isn't it? Just waiting for a big moment. As Cotter now playing it on the second. Outside, inside, and almost going through Griffin Neem. The young Kiwi, almost there. Townsend. Drinkwater, the gunslinger. Oh, that's a magnificent catch by Felt. And Kyle Felt with Inspector Gadget arms gives the Cowboys their first try. Oh, stand up and applaud if you're a Cowboys fan. This has been superb stuff.
Yeah, cracking vision here from Scotty Drinkwater. We've spoken about his creativity and what he's brought to this Cowboys side. Only his 4th game tonight, and he senses there, Perham, they've been flirting with this all half, attacking this left-hand side of Parramatta, and Hayes Perham being infield. And in a blink of an eye, he just floats it over the top. Try confirmed, and the Cowboys get great reward for their defensive resolve. Then it's Scotty Drinkwater, the electric fullback, putting it on a platter, just out in front, out into that right hand. And Kyle Felt, one of the great Cowboy finishers. He gets another.
It's 3rd for the year for Kyle. And
that was a nice ball. Great ball from Drinkwater.
Cowboys leading try scorer each of the last 6 years. He's got some work to do to catch Nanai, but what a brilliant take that was.
Yeah.
107th through his career. Only the great Matt Bowen stands in front of him as Cowboys all-time greatest try scorer.
It's a tough one for the wingers, that one, because the halves and the playmakers expect them to be there if they want to throw that long pass, but at the same time, they still need to have a little bit of depth to allow them to play the catch and pass if it comes from the centre. He did well there, accelerated and had to reach for the footy.
Val Holmes. I want to put him off, Mick, because you'll give it to me if I do, but he hasn't missed one on the right side.
So you're saying he kicks it, Dan. You're locked in. You're happy?
And he's 5 in from touch on the right side.
Moves in. Come on, Dan.
And coming
bit of fade.
Never in doubt, Val Holmes. Cowboys 8 points up. Jay Duke on the sideline.
Yeah, Scott Drinkwater, he's been absolutely unbelievable in his return to this side after he came back in round 5. He's had 2 tries, 5 try assists. He's averaging 129 metres per game, 12 tackle busts. Unbelievable return to this side and making a big difference. And it makes a really difficult decision about when you play the hammer and how you fit him back into this side. Hammer side, Tabuai-Fidow, he's down here on the bench. He's got heavy strapping on that PCL on his knee that still not 100% right, but they thought they could get him back in the side today. So interesting to see when he comes back into this game. But don't forget also tomorrow, after this game, at half-time, we've got the Bulldogs, Roosters. All the wrap-up from that was a crazy finish from that one, so you don't want to miss all the half-time analysis on that one and this game as well.
That was bonkers, and well done to the Bulldogs.
Yeah, great win. Fantastic win for the Bulldogs. It's been such a big week for the club.
Every team now has at least 2 wins in the NRL. Griffin Neem.
Get up, Asher.
Cotter. Dearden. Drinkwater. Little goose step. Almost got through Moses.
Mitchell.
Here he is again. Look at that late footwork. Watch his play the ball speed here.
He's a machine, this bloke. 23 as well. He's been around for a little while now. Good distance on that kick. The Bronx cheer going up from the Darwin locals. Simonson played all 8 games for the Eels this year on that right wing. It's been the left wing which has been the problem. And Parham going one out. Oh, that's Penasini.
Good run.
Boy, he does look like Michael Jennings at times, doesn't he? As now it comes out for Madison. He's been strong. He's coming in. Well, Parramatta haven't been held scoreless in the first half all season. Moses from outside the 30. Oh, that's an easy one for Tau Lungy. It was nonchalant.
Run here, Valentine Holmes just getting in between Marnie and Papali'i.
And the sharp play the ball too. Just filter back onto that run.
They're playing a great brand of footy, the Cows. Gee, it's been a turnaround. I like this bloke, Dan. Griffin Neem really starting to develop nicely.
There's now Dearden. That's a good catch from Gutherson. Oh, but a terrific chase. The Parramatta start this inside their 20 and the Cowboys up in numbers. They can sense this, the Cowboys.
Yeah, just struggling to get back behind the footy here, the Parramatta side. Leaning on their outside backs to try and generate some momentum and get their set started.
McIntyre. First run for him. Another run for Madison, and again, so hard to deal with.
Still going.
Townsend really trying to put some pressure from dummy half. Oh, that's a good result now for the Cowboys with Drinkwater, the presence of mind.
Yeah, just such an intelligent player, isn't he? Moses has been cracking those long kicks. That one just right on the cusp of the try line. And just watch what he does here and how he positions his body. Knows exactly where the try line is. Gets the legs apart, gets the foot right on the line. Great awareness from Drinkwater. Having a tremendous half, the Cowboys fullback.
Honestly, if they put helium in these footballs, there's now it's a hit up from Hiku in his first year here at North Queensland. Yes. Oh, almost through. Gets it on. Townsend now on to Nanai. Well, this would be something if they could score again just before the break. Townsend away from Madison. Can't expose it though. Outside play, Dearden. Oh, that's a terrific ball, and Lukey almost tore through. Parramatta backpedaling. Last play. Townsend towards Felt. Chance! Yes! Kyle's got 2! Cowboys are flying! been one of the best. One of the best. With high balls near the try line. King Kyle Felt. Cowboys up by 12.
You just cannot give Kyle Felt that amount of room. A beautiful kick across field here. And it's Chad Townsend, the former Shark, in his 200th game. And he lands it inch perfect. And again, Perham, the target, caught in field. And he just gets the weight absolutely spot on. And he was in trouble. He knew it, Perham. Tried to recover, Felt flying in the air. And the Cowboys came on the back of a tremendous left side raid, and Helam Lukey, what a powerful back rower he is. Almost found a way through the line. A great play the ball did, and straight to Townsend. Oh yeah, he's enjoying it.
Now
Rod Payton's enjoying it.
He's trying to maintain that stony face. That's a terrific try from start to finish. Well, this is some assignment now for the Eels.
And you go back to those periods in the first quarter and first half of this first half where Parramatta just had set after set after set after set on their line. And they just continued to turn up for one another. Their edges remained intact. Great scrambling to keep Parramatta from crossing the line, and they've gone down the other end, and with a couple of errors and some genuine one-on-one missed tackles, all of a sudden they've wrestled back the momentum, and Kyle Felt.
Well, Parramatta's only been down twice at half-time, once by 2, once by 4. This is new territory for them this year. The Cowboys, if he was to kick this, Holmes, would establish their biggest lead at half-time this year. In fact, it's already Parramatta's biggest deficit in the game this year. Trailed the Tigers by 10. Almost clawed their way out of that one. All right, he's trying it again. He's done it even better. So North Queensland 14, Parramatta 0. Rod Payton, he just has to stand. Here's Jake Duke.
Yeah, Kyle Felt, as you mentioned, Dan, one of the great finishes this game's seen in the modern day. Just leaps up above Will Penisini, gets there. That's 5 tries in 3 games he's played in Darwin here, and he loves scoring tries against the Eels. 10 tries in his past 7 games playing against Parramatta. It comes off a kick from Chad Townsend, who had a bit of a tough start to his 200th game. He kicked the ball out in the full, and then he threw the ball out, out over the sideline as well, but he makes up for it with a great try assist there.
And no reason to think they won't go that path again. He's got a distinct height advantage over Perham. And
well, they've come with a clear intent to attack that side of the field, even off that scrum where Townsend got it wrong. They've been looking to threaten down there. Something they've seen during the week in preparation, and they're going there. Here we go.
They might be done here. Drinkwater wants to explore down the short side. And getting a roll on. Townsend. He almost sends Nanai through. There was just no one to give it to.
Sean.
Townsend did it on the right and almost from Perham. It's not a bad result, though, for the Eels because time will tick.
No, they're racing the Cowboys to get to the scrum. They're not done with. They want another shot here.
Yeah. Geez, they were imposing there, weren't they?
Yeah, they'll get a couple of tackles here, the Cowboys.
Change positions to block the start, okay?
Just watch, he's backpedaling, Perham, and then just lunges with that left hand. Almost similar to the Suwali play in the previous game.
3 of their wins have been big wins. 26-6 over Canberra, 38-12 over Brisbane, 30-4 last week. They squeaked by Canberra as Drinkwater dropped down. It's hard to imagine they've played a half this well in a long, long time.
Defensively outstanding. They have been terrific defensively. Only missed 10 tackles. And
will they think about one here?
yeah, it looks like it.
Yeah, Holmes, he can kick him from long range. Then we have a tennis score in Darwin. It's 15-love. North Queensland have opened up an imposing lead at Parramatta Stadium. And look at it, full of energy. And this is a team that did so much defence in that first half. And the only thing disappointing about this for Holmes is he wasn't behind the 40. That never looked like missing. Conditions have cooled to 29 degrees and 77% humidity. And the second half begins. And it's Makatoa. First to bring it back here. Parramatta's only lost once in Darwin. This is their 8th game here. Papali'i. Now Madison proved to be challenging for the Cowboys defenders. That's his 7th run. Now Makatoa again, getting busy early. That's a strong
really good
run.
carries from Makatoa to start the set. He's up towards the Cowboys' 40-metre line.
That's got to be close to 20 metres. Gutherson getting his hands on it and going himself. And the last tackle. Moses going to the air. And Simonson coming through. No problem, though, for Taulagi.
Yeah, nice professional set there from Parramatta, just the way Brad Arthur, I'm sure, would have liked them to start this second half. Some great power carries through the middle. It's what the Eels do well, and on the back of it, a nice kick from Moses into the corner for Taulagi as Taumalolo just takes in some more fluids on the bench. It was an impressive start for Taumalolo that first half.
So here's Griffin Neem. So we haven't seen Tabuai Fado, we haven't seen Bryce Cartwright. 16 players from each team have been used. He's started on the bench again. Plenty of room for Townsend to take a few extra steps, and Parramatta bring it back through Perrin. Close to scoring Hayes, but finishing it off. So the Eels scoreless at half-time for the first time this year. Cowboys have already done it. Canterbury round 1, they led them 4-0. At the break, ended up going down. Late try did them in as Marnie. Past Hess, but Lukey there in Marnie's way.
Nice ball there, Madison to Kafusi, just a little wider off the ruck.
More times on the edges they've threatened. The left side as Arthur puts up a kick which is allowed to bounce. Lane and also Brown coming through. Perrin puts it down. Oh, that could have been real trouble. So the Cowboys survive again. Let's go to the only man who might be the only man dressed in a suit tonight. Don't worry about 29 degrees and 77% humidity. His professionalism knows no bounds. Jake Duke.
Yeah, it's cruel up here, boys, in the suit, sweating profusely. But the messages from halftime, Todd Payton loved his side's physicality and aggressiveness. He wants them to go through the middle, no trick plays, play through the middle, and the opportunities will come. Brad Arthur, he called his side flat. He said they were down on energy and out enthused. He wants them to get in the battle physically, and then the points will come.
There's an offload. We haven't seen many offloads from either side tonight, but Hess gets them going here. Thank you, Jake. Oh, another offload. Nanai, very late, has now felt with a bit of room down the sideline. Arthur coming across. So inside the 30 with 2 plays left, and Townsend looking for 6 more tackles. Not getting it. But it's Drinkwater. To the middle this time. Great catch from Gutherson, but now he has to fight hard to stay in the field of play.
Yeah, Jeremiah Nanai down that right-hand side. We haven't seen a lot of that young superstar as Penasuni, another great carry, but a late offload was enough to get the Cowboys
Went back to the ball.
set rolling, and a nice kick got them right down onto the Parramatta line, and it was Gutherson that came up with a great take. And again, as we saw early in the first half, penalties from the Cowboys just allowing Parramatta a cheap exit out of their half. I'll be disappointed with that, the Cowboys.
Yeah, 4 penalties to 1 now. Little short side play is Papali'i steaming onto it. Makatoa the ball, and
He's been impressive, Reuben Cotter. The amount of work he's got through the middle's been outstanding.
Still most tackles in the game. It's been the case all night. Madison, he'll try and get an offload, but no. Handled comfortably. 27 tackles now for Cotter. Kaufusi onto Gutherson. Not the cleanest pass, but Moses keeps it going as Penasini weaving. And there's a penalty. It's a good one. That was late in the count. It's play on. Moses. Now, he's horse-collared here by Drinkwater, but a full set inside the 10. There's Marnie. Happy to go one out to Kaufusi. So, like the first half, making it difficult for themselves, North Queensland. Marnie on to Makatoa. Makatoa almost. Still 3 tackles left. Marnie, the crash play. Lane. Over. Finally, Parramatta cracked it. It has taken 46 minutes, but the Eels get on the scoreboard.
Yeah, again, it's Reid Marnie out of dummy half. Superb last week up in Newcastle. Asking questions out of dummy half. He found the lead runner in Makatoa, this time doubling up plays. Sean Lane, damaging this season out on that left-hand side. So big, close to the line. Hard to stop. Oh, he might have lost this. Hold on, Dan.
Townsend's having a chat with Todd Smith. I'm not sure it's about this, but anyway, this all comes
Just
down
look
to
at
the bunker.
Chad, I'm not going to get into what counts are, okay?
That is going to get the bunker's attention.
There was a clear hold on from Cole there. It's a clear penalty.
No, I'm not talking about the current one.
Okay.
I'm talking about the one before. Prior.
So Chad is having a conversation about the penalties they're giving away, but Todd Smith's got some business to attend to in just a moment, it seems.
Hang on, Mitch.
Yeah, they're going to
Confirmation.
Yeah.
Okay, the try's still under review for the grounding. We also had Chad Townsend not square at marker.
Okay, so it'll be a Parramatta penalty regardless.
But he's got to check the grounding, okay?
Not regardless, if the try's disallowed, I beg your pardon.
Yeah.
Confirming the on-field decision there with Chad Townsend not square at marker. We're playing on.
Leaning into the ruck, Townsend certainly offside. Now, Lane twists, there's no problem with him getting to the line, but, you know, these conditions are tough here, and it looks like it just slips out of his grasp. It's not down there.
The ball's up at the moment.
Yeah.
Sean Lane loses possession of the ball. He fails to regain it before it touches the
So
ground.
they're not out of
The
trouble
on-field
yet, the
decision
Cowboys,
of
but
Chad
again, they
Townsend will
save it.
stand.
So we had you not square at marker, okay? Interfere with the play. Okay, it's going to be a penalty to Parramatta, okay? Thank you. No, it's not. No, it's not.
They're asking, is it sin bin?
It's not. It's a penalty.
It's not a bad question, though, but 13 on 13 it remains.
What do you want to do? Okay, it's there. Mate, it's been considered and it's a penalty, okay? Back up there.
2 minutes.
So can Parramatta hold their nerve here? More frustration, but another chance.
Oh, Reuben Cotter, look at that. Great collision. Just loves it.
Now it comes now from Arthur to Moses. Now Kaufusi, Papali'i. 6 more tackles. It's a patience game now as Madison. He finally gets that offload away. Now Penasini released. But 3-4 defenders
Another
there.
offload.
As Penasini gets it on. They had one offload for the game before this play. That's Kaufusi. Marnie, Makatoa, trying to crash through. They're trying to go through the front door. Again, they attack the left. Although Gutherson switches. Arthur had to wait for it. Moses 20 out. They hang off him. Penasini running out of room. Simonson does well to keep it in, but they're going backwards. And Papali'i goes to ground. They have got all the answers, the Cowboys. Now it's the left edge they attack. Madison. Pass looked okay, and now it gets down to this last play. Arthur, the moon ball. That's impossible for Dylan Brown, surely.
Tackle complete.
And the Cowboys continue to bustle these Eels out of it.
Yeah, it's like they're defending with 14 or 15 players at the moment, the Cowboys. There just looks no way through for the Parramatta side, and as they continue to offload and ask questions, the Cowboys just continue to turn up. Floated pass over the top. Perham did well to keep it in.
Oh. Okay, you're up 15-0, and now you welcome Taumalola back. And the Cowboys get a penalty. Just their second for the night.
Parramatta have had a number of those, and Chad Townsend in deep discussion as we see Taumalola come back onto the field for the Cowboys.
Well, he didn't get many chances to run in the first half because when he was on, they were defending.
Yeah, 7 runs for 70 metres.
It's still all right.
But it's often this moment of the game where he's at his absolute best. His second stint normally ferocious as opposition middles start to tie up. He goes to work, Taumalola.
Well, they once again absorb everything Parramatta has thrown at them. There's Taumalola sending it on to Deard, and Drinkwater linking up with Val Holmes. He doesn't have any chances tonight, but it's another strong run. Cowboys closing in here. Deard. Gilbert there.
Gilbert, yeah.
Dolphins bound. Did it. Oh, awkward. And Taulagi muscles his way to that ball.
He lost it right at the last minute there, Taulagi, and it was great scramble defence from Papali'i just to put pressure on him. And as he lunges back here just to dive on the ball, that may have come off Papali'i. It looked like live it was Taulagi that tried to drag the ball towards his chest, but that may have...
They do have a challenge, but they're not interested.
I saw the one on you. I'm keeping an eye on it, right?
Not interested.
I'll wait it up.
So Murray Taulagi, unfortunate there.
You get the feeling Parramatta just need one break. They just need one moment, one opportunity to get through this Cowboys wall, and if they can do that, they'll get going. Finding it's proving difficult for the Eels. They're like wild dogs. They're just coming from everywhere. They're just hunting. Out for marker, Taumalola getting off the line. It's great stuff from the Cowboys' defensive line.
No chance of a Madison offload this time. Your man Cotter in there in the tackle. There he is again. Barlow kept the 4 runs with his first stint. Now Madison. Oh, he splashed off Taumalola. Marnie keeps it alive and does well. Barlow on to Moses. Now Papali'i.
Marnie in trouble in the middle of the field here, guys. Big trouble.
Now the high kick. That's imposing, that one. No, not fulfilled. So all eyes now will be on Reid Marnie. Hopefully just been
from Robson, wasn't it?
So just been winded. There he is. You can see. Well, we can see him in the line just behind play. So he seems to have recovered. Oh, Cowboys starting to get a bit loose for the first time in the game, and it's towed ahead by Penasini. Got it, and out of absolutely nowhere, the Eels have been gifted a try.
Well, they're going to check this. Did Mitch Moses touch this on the way through? It was a wild pass out of dummy half that just didn't find its target. Moses reacted superbly. He came through looking to scoop it up on the volley. Here he comes. Well, if that comes off the chest, it's play on. And Penasini, great pickup.
Now, this might be the angle here. Oh, that's going to be a problem.
Yeah.
It's just not their night. Cowboys have been nearly perfect for 50 minutes. Just a couple of errors of late.
Okay, the try's under review. We're just reviewing potential knock-on from Mitchell Moses.
Yeah, so the bunker taking an obvious look at this one. The ball just sits up on its point.
Oh, he's had a clean shot.
Murray Tuolangi's hand is in front of the ball. He's reaching it and pulling it backwards.
So are we determining just if it's a Cowboys or an Eels knock on? It's no try, surely.
Comes off the hands of Mitchell Moses and goes forward. We have a decision.
So Taulangi, no roll for him.
Yeah,
so not only is it no try, but it's Cowboys ball.
Backwards off them and then a try to you. It's been reviewed. It's still gone back. No, backwards off Murray and then knocked on off you.
But he's touched it.
Yeah, it went back. Middle. Okay, scrums here in the middle. Up here, boys. 20-metre line. Scrums in the middle.
He's got a nice demeanour, young Todd Smith.
Yeah, he's handled the occasion well, hasn't he? There's been plenty happening.
Well, they thoroughly deserve this lead, but just a couple of lucky escapes. That one in particular.
There's been a number tonight where they've just scrambled, and it was Taulangi's reaction. It was enough just to allow Moses, or to disallow Moses from getting a clean catch on the ball. Here he is now, Taulangi.
You imagine, Mick, the offloads are going to increase. Players are going to find it hard to tackle, just as the conditions continue to take their toll. So it might really open up.
Yeah, there's going to be some sore lungs, in these final 27 minutes.
Oh, that's a strong run. As Gilbert runs into three of them. Some big bodies there with Papali'i.
Out of dummy half again. Well, he decided to scoot tonight.
Strong stuff from Marnie to zip across and drag Tamalolo down. Almost took Tamalolo's shoe off with the force of the tackle. Robson over halfway. That's just his second run.
Look at this ball floating.
And Gutherson. We've seen this many times. Just catches it, nowhere to go.
Yeah, doing a good job, Chad Townsend, in his 200th game tonight. Just constantly putting it down the other end, making Parramatta come off their line. Simonson again having to carry hard here, so too Brown.
Yeah, he had that one paw kick early, but he learned his lesson and has been pretty much pinpoint. And now Madison.
He's been strong again off the bench, hasn't he, Madison?
11th run, most of any Eels forward. Barlow, they sit back and wait. Good meters, but a conservative set. And Moses, boy, that's got some height too. It's amazing how comfortable Taulangi seems under the high ball.
Yeah, we're just trading sets. That's a very similar set there from the Parramatta side. Nice and direct. Getting into their rhythm, outside backs carrying hard. Barlow, a great carry, and then Moses just lofting that ball high into the air for Taulangi.
How do the Cowboys play the hammer? Tabuai Fado. He could be devastating with tiring players, but what do you change to get him into the game?
Well,
Holmes now.
You're right, because the outside backs have been great contributors. And you wouldn't be moving Drinkwater. He's been their X factor, hasn't he, out the back of their shape. An offload here from Taumalolo.
Cotter. You know, this bloke started as a hooker. And now he's a powerhouse in the middle. So Townsend just knocked off his feet, but that seemed okay. Oh, perfect. Gutherson takes it one out. There he runs, and it's Petehiku. Good scrambling tackle. It's hard yakka for Parramatta as well. 65% of this game has been played in the Eels attacking half.
It has been fantastic, that battle tonight. Jason Taumalolo and Campbell Gillard, they have just absolutely bashed each other.
And now Madison. Moses on the run. Penasini has looked dangerous in this second half. But he's got work to do, and he does get to ground. So off that slow play of the ball, Moses hurried into a kick. Now Drinkwater now. Oh, taken off his feet. That's a penalty against Arthur.
Contact's in the air.
So nothing malicious there, but that's very handy for the Cowboys. They get a rare start in decent field position once this ball is put into touch.
Yeah, I'd like another look at that. because it looked like Jacob Arthur came through and was genuinely contesting for the footy. Drinkwater's eyes never leave the ball. And neither do Arthur's. But penalty nonetheless now. The Cowboys through Holmes now. Get a little territorial advantage.
Dearden sending it on. Tamalolo threatening to pass along the line. Parramatta defenders knew better. This just the 5th tackle inside Parramatta territory this second half. That's a familiar story to the first half.
They've been incredible with their ball control and the conditions, both sides, but the Cowboys in particular.
Lukey. Nice play the ball. Robson can run if he wants. Going to look for Felt. That's where Dearden's looking. It's Townsend. Up we go. Felt pouring through. It's a live ball for now, but it becomes a little bit messy. But it's a Parramatta knock on.
Off Jake, and then off Cowboys.
It's a Parramatta knock on, and it's a Cowboys feed, and Parramatta don't have a challenge.
Yeah, he's had a radar on Perham, Chad Townsend with those kicks. Understandably, when you got Kyle Felt, look how well he used his body there. And he almost comes down with it. Jacob Arthur just unable to hang on to the footy, and Todd Payton, he's enjoying it, isn't he? He's enjoying this battle against one of the real heavyweights of this competition, and at the moment, the Cowboys have just found a way to regain territory and possession down on Parramatta's line.
So, a little tricky play. Townsend going the other way. As it comes now, and Felt's got 3! Kyle Felt's got a hat-trick! The Cowboys have another, and off a trick scrum play, this lead is ballooning. Oh, North Queensland, they've hardly had it on the attack, but they've been devastating.
Yeah, this time a little decoy from Townsend swinging to that left-hand side, and it's Robson who finds Drinkwater, who has been the magician tonight of all their set pieces. Nice catch and pass there from Hiku, and again Felt on the outside of Hayes Perham. And the Parramatta defensive line just caught a little narrow, caught infield a fraction. Hiku just on the outside of Brown. That put Perham under pressure. And Felt, well, he doesn't need any invitation to the try line. He gets a hat-trick. And the Cowboys 19-0 with a kick to come.
Geez, that field goal looms large, doesn't it? If Holmes can't put this over, well, the way he's kicking, you'd want to be on him. 4th hat-trick for Kyle Felt. Last time was against Brisbane at Lang Park in 2020. Yeah, 2 of those hat-tricks against Parramatta. 2018 was the other one when they absolutely crushed the Eels 44-6. But, well, what a task now for the Eels, who just have not had the answers.
Yeah, they've been extremely impressive, and I know we keep harping on it, but defensively they've been superb. Their ball control in these conditions has been immaculate. 23 from 26 sets, and that would have been drummed into them all week. Coming here to Darwin, hot, humid conditions, a physical opposition in Parramatta that love to get off the line, and the way that they've controlled the ball has been sensational.
Okay, Mr. Assistant Coach. 19 the deficit, 20 to play. Is it time to put Dylan Brown closer to the action?
No, I don't think so. I think you've come in with a plan. You need to stick to it. They just need to throw a little caution to the wind. One of Parramatta's greatest assets are their offloads. I think it's time where they can pull the trigger on a few of those. And
maybe Bryce Cartwright can have an impact.
Yeah, maybe he can.
Well, he's nailed them from here all season. 2 tonight. And that one, well, it's got that fade again, but this time it doesn't work for him. 19-0. That man has all the tries. So midway point of this second half, back down to Jake Duke.
Yeah, it's ironic that Todd Payton said trick plays won't be on the menu for his side, but that leads to a trick play leads to a Kyle Feldt try. We see his 3 tries tonight, brilliant in the air, and a great finisher as well. As you see him get on the end of this ball here, he doesn't need much time or space, Kyle Feldt. He gets over for his 109th try in 162 NRL games. What a finisher he is. He obviously made his Origin debut last year, and of course, the State of Origin series is on sale now. Tickets to be there live to witness Australia's greatest sporting rivalry in Sydney, Perth and Brisbane this year. The tickets, they are selling fast, so head to nrl.com/tickets to secure your seat today.
It's not that far away. Not that far away at all. Really, we've got Magic Round week after next, and then Eels will be on Origin. So Lukey with Gilbert. Cowboys haven't kept a team scoreless.
Yeah, I've liked this from Drinkwater. I like this. He's getting busy. He's getting his hands dirty through the middle as well, not just waiting and sitting back for those flashy plays. Cotter again, finding a way through, fast play the ball for Townsend to kick on the back of. He has been outstanding tonight. He's been the best player on the ground, Ruben Cotter.
Oh, that needed a bounce, but on this hard deck, that was unlikely. Look how far it goes beyond the dead ball line.
Wait, everyone's back.
Well, North Queensland are going to be in the top 4 if they hold on to this lead. For the first time since round 1 2019, that doesn't seem like all that far ago, but that was round 1. This deep into the season, first time since 2016. Even in their grand final year of 2017 were they ever in the top 4. This is a team to get excited about. Watching this on Fox and KO in North Queensland. There's now, oh, that's a lovely subtle pass from Lane, but well read by Hiku and Townsend there as well to bring down Dylan Brown. And Barlow. Got a single offload from him. And lock up the arm again. Moses. Feeding it on to Papali'i. Seems every time Papali'i has it, there are 3 defenders minimum there to meet him. Getting to a stage they need results here, Parramatta. And that one doesn't go to plan, and Peter Hiku.
Yeah, it's been Moses' go-to kick all night, trying to land it over the top of Townsend for Sean Lane, who looks to have come from the field, and Bryce Cartwright out there now for the Parramatta side. So you're right, look, Dan, looking for a little bit of something from Bryce Cartwright. He's been able to do that occasionally.
Well, he did so. Oh, here we go. Here's a chance. Knock on Cowboys. Cartwright did some dynamite things at this venue last year against the Broncos,
wasn't he? Yeah.
So maybe
still plenty of time.
Reproduce.
Still plenty of time here. 18 minutes, and Nanai's just opened the door. The last couple of sets, Townsend a 7-tackle kick, and Jeremiah Nanai with a loose play the ball error, and Parramatta again camped down in the Cowboys half. Can they find a way through? There's Lane having his first break.
Here is Moses across field. And Penasini comfortably handled by Drinkwater. Gillard tries to put some footwork on, but captured playing it for Martin. Moses to Arthur. On it goes to Gutherson, and he almost. Hiku again.
Yeah.
Short side play, it's tricky, but it's beautiful. And it's Perham who gets over, and maybe they're not done.
That's impressive. Bryce Cartwright into the action. He sat on the pine for a long part of this game, and instantly coming on and injecting some life into the Parramatta attack when they needed it most, down a narrow short side. Great reaction from Dylan Brown to hear the voice of Cartwright swinging down that channel. Look at this. Just gets him on the outside of Townsend, attracts the attention there of Feldt, and that was enough to create a little corridor, a little space. And Hayes Perham, he's had a tough battle with Kyle Feldt. He gets one back. So maybe that's the moment, Dan. I said it. They just looked like a side that just needed a little opening, and a couple of errors and a couple of invitations from the Cowboys, and all of a sudden They find a try, Parramatta.
So this for Moses. Do man a comeback. These would be handy just to get them perhaps within one if they can score 3 converted
really
tries. And that one, it's curling but not enough. So they still need 3 scores, 3 tries. Jake Duke sideline.
Yeah, a genius getting Bryce Cartwright out there from Brad Arthur. We know the skills he has, the ball playing ability he has, just gets a great call there. Quick hands and gets young Parham over there for a try to get this Eels back into this game. And a lot of footy still to play in this one, still 15 minutes left. But then, of course, there is even more footy tomorrow on the Sunday ticket. 8 hours of rugby league coverage live from 1:30 p.m. Kalen Ponga goes head-to-head with the NRL's best player in Ryan Pappenhausen. Following the Knights and the Storm at 4 p.m, it's the Dragons and the in-form West Tigers. And then Victor, the Inflictor Radley, joins Matty Johns on Sunday night. A big day on Fox League tomorrow, boys.
All right, thank you. Thank you, Jake. As Paulo brings it back. I would have thought a couple of weeks ago Dragons-Tigers looms as one of the matches of the round, but it's mouth-watering. One of those teams is going to go through on the trot. And a big character test for Newcastle as well. After what happened last week. Parramatta now just more energy. Perhaps renewed by that try. Emil Gillard looking for the quick play. The ball again attacking this left side. Cartwright was happy to take the tackle. Haven't seen many set restarts at all. There's Gutherson. Holmes was in no man's land, but then Penasini, he went for too much.
Here comes the hammer, boys. Hammer side, Tabuai Fido, he's up on the sideline. He's got the interchange card in his hand. Todd Payton trying to finish this one off with an X factor like the hammer.
Well, let's see where he slots in and who comes off. So 4 weeks since he's played. It was a PCL injury in round 4. Okay, Petahiku comes out.
Going into that centre position, I like this move. That's where I think he may be best suited for this Cowboys side at the moment with his development.
Strong showing from Hiku.
Yeah, great showing from Hiku, but it's where Tabuai Fido also played in Origin, and I think he can be beneficial there. I wouldn't be moving Drinkwater. Here he is now. Early carry, good signs.
Solid first run. So good field position here for the Cowboys. Oh, Taumalolo. Excellent footwork. Now did into the 20s. Almost opens up for him there. Swallowed up, but gets it on. Drinkwater attacks the middle. Straight for Marnie. Last play here. Guess where it's going. Felt. That time it was a little too tricky, but let's just keep an eye on Todd Smith, and it is a Cowboys knock on.
You can't on the last tackle.
He's been dangerous, hasn't he? Every time the ball's gone in the air, Felt's just come flying through the top of your screen, looking to contest the ball.
No early's here. Wait!
Hasn't hesitated at all, has he? Every time it's gone in the air, there it is in the replay box. Again, Townsend just threatening with that kick.
This result holds. We've got 3 upsets on Super Saturday. Early game. It was almost a 50-50 in terms of favouritism, but it would be upset, upset, upset. And there'll be plenty on the post game. Boy, Ricky Stewart looked devastated, didn't he? As now comes here to Cartwright, out to the centre and Brown, threatening. That's as threatening as he's been for a while tonight. He's been well handled. Emil Gillard, Madison, early ball, Gutherson. Moses runs at the line, and now Penasini straight into Dearden. Stays in. Need a result here of some sort. Gutherson. Dearden.
Well Dearden. Yeah, did very well there. Tommy Dearden just tucked himself in behind the defensive line in this corner. And as Gutherson cut back off that left foot, came back looking for some space in behind, and Dearden just dropping to one knee, did well. Simonson was pressing.
He's been in the wars from the get-go, Dearden, but he hasn't shirked his task.
Yeah, coughed Copped a heavy shot, didn't he, from Simonson off the scrum in the opening minutes of the game.
They're nearly there, the Cowboys.
Just after that kick before, boys, Mitchell Moses took a heavy shot and he was slow to get back up. He was clutching his back and he's been gingerly limping around in the line here for the Eels, so one to watch.
What a kick again.
Yeah.
Gutherson has been spooked by these floating balls all night. So Simonson harassed. They're just relentless tonight, the Cowboys. Perham nowhere to go. Claiming crusher, but ref not having any part of that. So it's a testing period for Parramatta. They've got Penrith next week at Penrith. That's as imposing as it gets at the moment. And then the Roosters in Magic Round. So they're facing their second loss in 3 weeks here as Campbell Gillard hitting it up, and you can see the energy just about gone, isn't it? Oh, here we go. The wobbler from Moses.
Great take.
Drinkwater is
Didn't
composed
bat
as
an eyelid, did he?
Taulungi about the back there. They just swallowed those kicks up. Oh, he wants a part of it. He spotted something in Drinkwater. There's the hammer. WI Fudo.
Yeah, you're right. Both sides now out on their feet. Cowboys players really struggling to get back behind the footy as well. Hands on hips.
Bit of claret there on the nose of Robson.
He's been impressive. Robson again tonight. 36 tackles without miss. A couple of great scurries out of dummy half in the early part of the first half when they got some momentum.
He's picked his spots well, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Go with the high kick, more of a conservative kick. It's going to hang in. Oh, it does. Drops a metre out. That's just about perfect for Townsend and the Cowboys.
Yeah, been relentless. You heard Scott Drinkwater say at half-time when he spoke with Jake Duke coming off the field, it was a relentless first half, and they've maintained that in the second. Been able to defend for long periods, but the kicking game and the suffocation of what Townsend's done down that right-hand side of the field has been hard work for Parramatta to get out of their own end when they've been down there.
Not much enterprise so far. Cartwright getting involved. Gutherson goes long. Penasini gets going. Holmes drags him in. So the high kick, and again, the spiral here, and Felt handles it well. Cowboys now, they can start to get a little excited about the prospects of 2022. Is shaping as 3 in a row, 5 wins and 3 losses for the year. They've got a home game against the Knights in Townsville. That should be, they should fill that joint.
Yeah.
That beautiful stadium. They've been crying out for a Cowboys team playing like this.
Well, it sets up a cracking weekend at Magic Round, doesn't it? If the Broncos can continue as well. The Queensland side starting to find some form, and the joint will be going bananas, Dan. Absolutely bananas in a fortnight's time.
Textbook stuff there from the Cowboys to slow things down. Wouldn't say they've conceded here, Parramatta, but boy, they look like they're just out of ideas. So don't forget, of course, all the fallout from Super Saturday. Big upset in Sydney. The wild finish at Redcliffe.
Yeah.
And the big upset here. Now here's Nathan Brown. They've been held to just 6 offloads, the Eels. Stunted. There's an offload for Papali'i as it gets onto Simonson. Oh, he links up with Kafusi. Keeping it alive for Madison. Taking some chances now. They did well there, but the Cowboys were everywhere. Now Gutherson on the last. It's got a bit of heat on it. But Felt is quite happy to take it and almost got back in. And another dropout. This will be the 4th dropout the Cowboys will have kicked. And yet they've only conceded the 1 try.
Yeah, Gutherson there, just no markers in place. It was a really strong period of play there for Parramatta, just finding ways through the Cowboys line, and on the back of some momentum, a nice little grubber into the in goal. Felt he was all over it. Great positioning. There we go, the short dropout.
Looks like it was dropped. Cowboys now. She's almost over now. Townsend coming away with it. Actually, somewhat surprising. We haven't seen players cramping all over the place.
Yeah, it was nice work. The short kick-off working out there for the Cowboys. Townsend came up with it. Cotter again carrying the footy hard, and they're just grinding and grinding and grinding away here, the Cowboys. It's been a professional performance. Taumalolo now bouncing through the middle.
He got through. He's got Madison. Pushes him away. Bumps away from Gutherson. To put some icing on the cake. Did it! He got there! Cowboys are thumping. This has to be their best win since the magic carpet ride of 2017. It's hard to imagine a win as noteworthy as this. What a performance it's been.
Yeah, and he deserves this too. It was a great run from Taumalolo. Just bang, bang off that right foot. Got into the backfield, took on Gutherson, got through the tackle of Madison. Look at this, just bumping Gutherson. And on the back of a fast play of the ball, the tenacious little 5'8" Tommy Dearden down that right-hand corridor. Beautiful play, ball in 2 hands, showing on the inside. This will show it perfectly. Looking in, playing out, and just got through the tackle of Brown and Bryce Cartwright. And it's a tough performance from the little number 6. He was knocked around early, he was in the wars. Had blood streaming from that right eye. He was hit hard off a scrum play from Bailey Simonson. And with minutes remaining, threatening down that right-hand side, he finds a way through the Parramatta defensive line. And a great reward for effort from Tommy Dearden.
Well, he's playing career best form. Townsend, we've seen tonight his performance. Drinkwater.
It's been their most complete performance that I can remember in years, Dan. They've been sensational tonight. And yeah, throw into all the distractions through the week too. You know, having to go to Darwin, the conditions, how hot it is up here, the humidity, the amount of possession that Parramatta had, the form that Parramatta were coming into the game from last week, and how well they moved the ball. It's been a great performance from the Cowboys.
It's been
with and without the ball.
Exactly, their defence, because they've only had 36% of the territory.
Yeah.
And that's been the theme all night. So when they have had, good wins since 2017, it's generally been high-scoring games, or at least high-scoring performances from them. Holmes, he had that radar spot on early. Well, it doesn't matter now. Jake Duke.
Yeah, Tom Dearden, just 21 years old, and what a start to the season he's had. 11 try involvements in 7 games, that being 4 tries and 7 try assists, living up to the potential that he's shown coming through the younger grades. He was a rising superstar, and as we see the run that set it all up off this man, Jason Taumalolo, starting to get back to that form we know he's capable of. He had injury-plagued season last year, but he just gets rolling now through the games, and then Tommy Dearden just ices it off, show and go, straight over, ices the win for the Cowboys.
Time. Fucking bang.
Yeah, the Cowboys now with this dominant scoreline have moved themselves into 3rd position on the live ladder.
There's rubbing it in now.
Which, you're right, Dan, the home fans will rally next week. A home game back up in Townsville. And their side really putting it together.
It's a long way away, but there was some terrific finals. Remember last year at that ground. Can you imagine if the Cowboys got to host a final?
Yeah.
Oof. Had Origin there last year. That was a wonderful event. Great for the home side, but it was a wonderful event. Here's Lukey. But Now they can just marinate in having a very competitive football team. Drinkwater puts the hammer away. Now he comes to Gutherson. Oh, gets around him with ease. Ho, ho, ho. It's hammer time as Tabuai Fido. He comes back with a try, and the Cowboys are now handing out a thumping.
Yeah, Scotty Drinkwater bouncing around. Hammer onto the field. Tabuai Fido, I beg your pardon. Here he is, just out of dummy half. He found Drinkwater. And he's just got great acceleration in such a short little burst there. He was able to get on the outside of Gutherson, which is not easy to do. And it was Drinkwater. Great run there from Lukey. He's been tremendous. A little offload. And then just skipping around. Scotty Drinkwater, I mentioned, he hasn't just set out the back tonight looking for the flashy plays. He's been pressing everywhere. And he links up with Big Hammer. And with that speed, Dan, he just turns half chances into points. Tabuai Fido, what a player.
Well, now, a lovely problem to have. You've got to slot him in. You've got Hiku has been a defensive wall, but you've got to fit this bloke in somewhere. Now, try looks like it has been confirmed. So there's a little bit of a delay there, but the bunker's satisfied. And the pass might have been a little questionable, but obviously the bunker can't rule on that. Can you believe this score?
Yeah, well, they've earned that, Dan. They've been terrific, and you know those periods of defence in the first half really set up the win, and you know, they've been able to really get into their attacking rhythm when they've been given the opportunity. But that's the Cowboys at their best, right there. Now, athletic back rowers in Lukey and Nanai, just bringing real X factor to this Cowboys side, bringing youth and enthusiasm, something that they haven't had a lot of for a number of years. But that's what's exciting about the Cowboys at the moment. It's what gives the Cowboys fans optimism. There's so much great youth coming through, and on young legs it was Lukey that got the offload, Drinkwater bouncing around, Tabuai Fido pressing. It's exciting for the Cowboys.
And that one,
he fades it nice that time.
Loves that fade. He's got it right that time, 29-4.
Yeah, it was impressive, the show of confidence from Todd Payton as well, coming into tonight's matchup against, you know, a battle-hardened forward pack with Barlow and Campbell Gillard, Nathan Brown, Madison. Now, plenty of really good forwards in this Parramatta side, and he went with that youth. He went with that youth with Reuben Cotter and Tom Gilbert again, Lukey and Nanai out on the edges. Griffin Noem was good, and you could sense straight away Taumalolo was in a mood. 2 hit-ups in the first set of the game, and as we see their run, their next 5 games coming up.
Well, there's 2. The next 2, they'll fancy their chances. Home and Magic Round against the Tigers. Oh, here's the hammer again.
Here it
burns
goes.
Away from Parrott. Who's going to stop him? Brown is keeping up. Early ball, Felt. Felt takes the tackle. Threatening to break 30. Drinkwater, audacious, look at the chase. It's a try, it's Drinkwater. It's scintillating. It's the Cowboys like we haven't seen them for a long, long time. And this is a shellacking.
Yeah, forget the tradesman-like performance. They've become the entertainers. A great shift in their own half. Found Tabuai Fido that at the moment he's only in 3rd gear, just cruising upfield. Felt took the tackle of Gutherson, and Gutherson caught up in the play the ball. And the instinctiveness of Scotty Drinkwater, who has had a night out, just chipping over the top. Marnie did well to get back there for Parramatta. Look at that, brilliant vision, just recognised no one at home for Parramatta. And the little fullback just put it on the toe. Townsend, he was there looking for a 4-pointer in his 200th game. And Scotty Drinkwater, he robs him of one. What a night for the Cowboys fullback, Drinkwater.
That is 3 tries in 5 minutes. Remember, this is a team that did all the defending. And yes, they're playing with the energy of a team on the verge of winning, but they've gone the distance. Dearden in the 75th. Tabuai Fido in the 78th, and Drinkwater right on the side, and may well he smile.
Yeah, it was really good vision, though, wasn't it, from the Cowboys, who have come in with a plan to attack that left-hand side of Parramatta that were caught narrow again with Parham infield, just a fraction, and the long pass was beautifully accurate, right onto the chest of Tabuai Fido. And the big hammer just went flying down that far touchline, and he looks like he just can't get top speed yet, but even half speed's enough.
Gliding like
Yeah,
a
it's
gazelle.
beautiful.
Cowboys fans making some noise. Third time the Cowboys have played Parramatta in this game. Second time they've won. The first time they did it, it was off the back of a Jonathan Thurston masterpiece. This time it's been a supreme team effort. We're 35-4.
Yeah, it's got away from Parramatta very quickly, hasn't it? They've got so much strike, the Cowboys. Holmes has been a revelation at left centre. And Drinkwater, since moving to fullback, I just had the feeling it was going to unlock their attack. Tabuai Fido still learning his craft at the top grade. And Scotty just got great instinct. Just knows when to pull the trigger. Had some challenges in his first week there defensively, caught out of position a couple of times, but made some great adjustments, and he's been exceptional tonight, the fullback.
Well, he hasn't gone through much water. He might be going through something else after this game. Brad Arthur to make that flight home a little easier. Tom Dearden quite satisfied with what he sees on the scoreboard. No need for one more play. And all of you in Cowboys country, it is time to get excited. Your team is for real. North Queensland have slaughtered the Parramatta Eels 35-4.